They lean on more with Baswell out because Baswell's been the guy. And now Nate Jones checks back in.
And I wouldn't be surprised, too, if they just give it to Jones, let him try to power his way into the end zone here.
Robertson. He gives it off to Jones. Jones is going to try to bounce it out. Jones makes a man miss. Jones is going to be down. He's going to be down to about the 2 or 3 yard line.
But props to Jones right there because there were Yellow Jackets everywhere in the backfield right there, and he just finds a little bit, and he gets positive yards out of that play.
So here we go. First down and goal for the Indians. That was a first down run for Nate Jones. So Robertson, he's going to hand it off to Jones. Jones is going to find a crease up the middle, and he's going to be just short again.
And give props to this Yellow Jackets defense. I mean, this is a very hard team to stop, especially on go-to-goal, and that is immaculate defense as well.
So they were a little farther back than I think. Now I think it's about second down and maybe 3 yards to go to the end zone. Very close, very, very close. Here is the Indians. Robertson, he's got Jones in the backfield again. Robertson, he's going to hand it off to Hester. Hester has a little bit of space. He's trying to bounce it out, and Hester lowers his shoulder, but he's still going to be short. They're going to be down to about the 2 yard line now on 3rd and goal.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, like I've been saying, that's a good play call right there. And I was very, very tempted to see if they would have ran that pitch play again, but they do the jet sweep and just kind of get stopped about the 2 yard line.
So it looks like Ohatchee is trying to go runs outside, and Robertson's going to line up at quarterback, or he's going to line up at wide receiver. Nate Jones is going to be the man in the gun.
And we've seen this on one of the other 4th downs as well.
And here's Jones. Jones, he's going to leap, and he stayed on his feet. And Nate Jones is going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Indians.
And I love that Wildcat formation. It's a very underrated formation there. And like the Tennessee Titans have started to run that perfectly. They have a big back and Derek Cooney in the backfield, and they just throw it over the middle with a pass play too sometimes.
I don't think Nate Jones went down at all. Team 1 Chevrolet touchdown for the Ohatchee Indians. And there's the Indian. You know he's happy about that touchdown. They technically scored 2 on that drive, had a holding penalty come back. Nate Jones inevitably is the guy to score both of them. So 12-6.
It's going to be the same formation.
12-6. The Indians are going to go for 2. Jones, he bounces it, and
it's going to be close.
I think it's going to be close. We're going to see what the...
I think it's going to be short. Well, they seem to think they got it.
I think they did indeed get it. So 12-8 is your score. The Ohatchee Indians fire right back after going down 2 scores. We're going to be back in just a minute with more second quarter football here on your WEAC TV 24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank.
Come see the wonder that is the Festival of Lights, proudly sponsored by First Bank of Alabama. Chocolaco Park is filled with over 1 million lights and twinkling displays of all the Christmas favorites. You can park and enter Santa's Village, where there is an outdoor skating rink, inflatables for the kids, food trucks, and have your photo made with Santa. Get your tickets now at oxfordlights.com.
The Coosa Valley, on the banks of the Coosa River in Gadsden, Alabama. Fishing, boating, and paddling, and home to Team 1 Chevrolet. Team 1 Chevy has been serving generations for years. Even the grandkids are grown. Come by and see why so many people come back to Team 1 Chevy in Gadsden.
Home of the best people, the best service, period.
Hi, Jake, Regional Vice President of LSI Staffing. LSI Staffing is a privately owned and family-operated business that was established in 1986. We specialize in commercial, light industrial staffing, warehouse, manufacturing, production, and assembly. If you're a company in the area looking for a new staffing partner, we'd love to talk to you. If you're an employee looking for a great job that offers benefits day one and competitive pay, come see us. Once again, you can find us at www.lsistaffing.com.
Welcome back into your WEAC TV 24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank. The Ohatchee Indians fired right back at Scott Martin's touchdown drive. They had to take a 2-score lead, but the Indians said, you ain't gonna come to the Creek Bank and beat us down. We're here to play football. And now the Indians are down 12-8 here later in the second quarter. These 2 quarters have flown by so far.
And really, it's just been very, very long drives that have just kind of fast the pace up for this game.
Absolutely. Southern States Bank kickoff here. The Glencoe Yellow Jackets will get the ball back. It's going to be a line drive kick, and that kick is going to be caught, and the Glencoe Yellow Jackets will bring it out to maybe about the 35-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Hester is just a Swiss Army knife for the Ohatchee Indians. He's making plays, he's kicking the ball, he's catching the ball, he's running the ball, he's doing just about everything for the Indians.
And he's had to step up. Like we keep preaching it, but with Baswell out, all these guys have had to step up their game just a little bit more, and he's one of the guys that has so far. So here we go. Brady Kitchens is coming off one of the best throws probably his high school career to Jaden Patton to give them a 12-8 lead. So here's Kitchens. He's looking to throw it. He's going to fire a strike across the middle of the field, and that pass is going to be just short. Had a man there open in the middle of the field. That looked to be number 35, Aaron Mann, who his intended target was.
And like you were saying, one of the best passes of his high school career. I think we've been doing this for about 8 weeks, and so far that's the best pass I've seen in these 8 weeks.
Got to see if Coach Scott Martin can figure out a way to get his guys on the board again.
I believe that is going to be a timeout or official's timeout. I'm not sure what that is on the field, but nonetheless, let's just go over what we've seen so far
while this timeout's happening. The Glencoe Yellow Jackets score 2 straight touchdowns, miss the PAT, miss the 2-point conversion, but the Ohatchee Indians struggled to really just get in the end zone because their offense was moving the football. Then they find a way to get in the end zone.
They really do, and I mean, tell you what, this is just a slobber knocker so far in this game. Both these teams, they showing they want it really bad. Scott Martin returned to the Creek Bank like we've been saying, and he really wants this win for his team.
And if you're Coach Chris Finley, your playoff hopes are still alive, and he has got to win this game here tonight against Glencoe. So here comes the Yellow Jackets. Brady Kitchens, your quarterback. He's got number 35, Aaron Mann, who's seen a lot of running back snaps here in the second quarter.
And it's going to be very interesting to see if they go back to the quarterback run with Kitchens.
Here we go. This one's going to be a quick pass out. That's going to be to Jaden Patton. Jaden Patton with a good play there, as that seems to be his favorite target so far is Jaden Patton, because they've connected multiple times here tonight, and that was another good pass and catch.
After watching film, that was one of my key guys that I highlighted coming into this game. Patton, he's very good. He's a very physical wide receiver. He knows how to get off blocks. He also blocks very well as well.
So 1st down and 10 after the 1st down catch by Jaden Patton. That was a good route there by Patton as well. Just a quick comeback route there. Catch the ball, break 2 tackles. You get the 1st down. Here we go. It's going to be a give to Mann. Mann is going nowhere. He didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage, as number 21, Gus Hunter, was the man to meet him in the backfield.
And Gus Hunter's a 9th grader, and he reads that play perfectly, not faked out by the quarterback, kind of option play, and just hammers him in the backfield.
That's a big stop there on 1st down for the Indians to make Glencoe just sit back, but I don't know if you want to let Glencoe just sit back and pass the ball, because their passing attack has been so good here in the 1st half.
And like I've been saying, though, give props to their offensive line. Kitchens has a lot of time back there as well.
So here's Kitchen. He is indeed going to throw it. This pass is going to be fired across the middle, and that pass is going to be on the ground. That's incomplete, but that was almost intercepted there.
Look, it was quarterback to quarterback.
Yes, indeed. Roberson was the man who was looking to intercept that, and look, he had a little bit of space there to complete that pass and just led him a little too far, and Noah Robertson was all over it.
And just a beautiful play by Robertson right there. And that he, like you were saying, he had a little bit of space right there, but just kind of overshoots him a little bit.
So 3rd down and long for the Yellow Jackets. They're going to throw a screen pass. It's going to Patton. Patton makes a man miss. Jaden Patton's going to get some of those yards back. It's going to set up third down and manageable. And does Scott Martin go for it here right over the 50-yard line?
I tell you what, I mean, it's very interesting play and see what he does here. I think it's going to be close. It depends on what the spot of the ball is, but if it's about 4th and 4-ish, I think you might send your offense back out.
We'll see.
And also, I mean, you try your best to try to get them to, jump off sides as well.
So they're not over the 50-yard line yet. They are about 4th and 6. They're about 4 yards to getting to the 50. But they've got to get over the 50 to get this first down. They're going to do it. Kitchens, it's a rollout. Great blocking for Kitchens. Kitchens is going to keep it himself. Kitchens has got enough space to get the first down for the Glencoe Yellow Jackets.
And like I was saying, I'm very curious to see when Kitchens is going to get out in space and try to run the ball again. And that was a design play, a very beautiful play design by Scott Martin right there. I mean, just comes out and he gave him an option. He could just hit him on an out route right there. If nothing's open, you just run for the first down.
I don't think Kitchens planned to throw that football the whole time. It looked like he's seen the first down marker and he was saying, I'm going to get it. So here's Kitchens in the gun. He's all by himself. Here, there's 4 wide receivers in this formation. Kitchens, he's looking to throw it. He fires it on the run. That pass is tipped off the hands, and that was a very catchable pass there for number 2, Braylon Smith.
And he had plenty of space right there.
And a blocker.
Yeah, he did. If he catches that ball in space and just turns it upfield, he might pick up. He might score 6 right there.
You never know because he had a blocker in front. So it seems like Scott Martin is content with letting Kitchens throw the football here tonight with good reason because he's been on point so far here tonight. Here's Kitchens. He's looking to throw it. He's going to take off and run with it. He's going to keep it himself. Kitchens has got some space. Got a blocker out in front. He's going to make a man miss. Kitchens is still on his feet, and that's a first down for Kitchens. And they're going to work their way into the City of Chaos red zone.
I'll tell you what, Kitchens, I mean, every time he has used his legs, I think I've seen 3 times he's used his legs. Every single time it has broke off huge plays for this Glencoe Yellow Jackets team.
And I'm telling you, man, that time he was looking to throw at that time. That other time he was not. So he's got a very good eye of seeing the field and seeing who's open and knowing when he's got to keep it himself. And that's what it does right there for the Yellow Jackets. He gets them into the red zone. Here's Kitchens. This is going to be a direct handoff, and there's going to be a penalty flag on the play. I believe that handoff was going to Aaron Mann, but I believe that's going to be brought back.
It's going to be a false start, I think, before the play.
It indeed was a false start, so that's going to back up the Yellow Jackets. Big break there for the Ohatchee Indians. The Ohatchee Indians have got to find a way to keep the Yellow Jackets out of the end zone here because we are working our way towards halftime.
I mean, this is crazy. This game has flew by.
And if the Ohatchee Indians, big thing here, there's going to be a timeout. Ohatchee is going to take a timeout here to discuss the defensive scheme they're going to work up here. But Jackson, here's the thing. The Ohatchee Indians get the ball, start second half. They have got to find a way to score some points before the half.
They really do. And actually, Glencoe gets the ball in the second half.
Oh, that's right.
First drive, they have a long drive, but I mean, Glencoe gets a 4th down stop here. So if Glencoe can somehow get points on the board, whether it be a field goal or a touchdown here, this would be huge.
So we've got to see if the Ohatchee Indians can get a stop and score before the half to take the lead if they hold them to no points. A field goal for points, that's the best case scenario. Do not want to let up a touchdown. You need to get a stop, just a plain stop, get the ball back, get down the field to score points here before the half.
But another thing is does Scott Martin feel confident in his kicker as well? Because on the extra point, it was a very high snap, and it was end up getting blocked.
So Kitchens, he's got man in the backfield. Kitchens, he's looking to throw it. And he's looking deep across the middle of the field. He's got a man, and it's caught. That pass is made up for. That's caught by number 2, Braylon Smith. He makes up for the drop.
He does. And, I mean, I'll tell you what, Kitchens is wheeling and dealing here tonight at the Creek Bank. That is a beautiful pass right there.
He had him over the middle, and Braylon Smith had it. He had it over the middle of the field. It was wide open. Great pass there for Kitchens, and he has been the gunslinger in this game so far tonight. So here's Kitchens. He's got man in the backfield. Kitchens. He gives it to Man. Man's got space, and Man is in the end zone. No, that's Kitchens. He kept it himself. He just faked me out. Brady Kitchens with a touchdown for the Glencoe Yellow Jackets.
And I'll tell you what, this Kitchens is cooking. He is cooking.
Team 1 Chevrolet touchdown for the Glencoe Yellow Jackets. He just faked me out all over the field. I thought Man took that football up the middle, and Kitchens does the best read option I've seen in a long time. Pulls it, gets in the end zone, and the Glencoe Yellow Jackets offense is firing on all cylinders. 18-8 is your score with 3 minutes and 2 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
And I'll tell you what, Kitchens is in the kitchen and he's cooking.
Here's Kitchens here. He's looking to throw it. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to get the 2-point conversion.
I mean,
He indeed did.
he is doing everything tonight for the Glencoe Yellow Jackets. He's using his legs, he's using his arms. I mean, he's just been their star so far for this Glencoe team.
20-8 is your score, and we're going to go to break, and when we come back, we'll have the final drive for the Indians. We'll be back in a minute. We are WEAC TV 24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank.
Located in Alexandria, Alabama, Ron's Barbecue is now back open 10 to 8 Wednesday through Sunday. A local, family-owned and operated business, Ron's is providing slow-smoked ribs, barbecue chicken, and more. Known for the huge buffalo chicken tenders and the delicious smash burger, Ron's is perfect for the family night out or a lunchtime meeting. Come on out and try Calhoun County's newest local barbecue restaurant.
Hi, welcome to Classic 13. How can I help you?
I was thinking about getting a tattoo. Do you want me to make an appointment?
No, we take walk-ins every day. Let's find someone to help you. Follow me. Okay, if you'll have a seat right here. Thank you.
Come down to Classic 13, where good tattoos aren't cheap and cheap tattoos ain't good.
The weather is warming up and spring is just around the corner at Miller Sand and Landscape Supply. I'm Craig Miller, and we've got something for everyone. From bulk materials like sand, gravel, and mulch to beautiful outdoor decor to make your outdoor living space the envy of the neighborhood. See our beautiful selection of Maserelli fountains, flowers to brighten your garden, and an outdoor center loaded with beautiful decor. Whether you need a little or a lot, visit Miller Sand and Landscape Supply.
Welcome back into your WEAC TV 24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank. Jackson knew we have got something going here between the Glencoe Yellow Jackets and the Ohatchee Indians. The Glencoe Yellow Jackets have not missed a beat. They have not missed a beat. The Ohatchee Indians have got to score here before halftime. They have to.
And if you're just now joining us, you've missed Kitchens is cooking right now. I mean, he's just been doing everything for this Glencoe team. He's using his legs, he's using his arms, he's doing everything he can. And so far, Scott Martin got his team on top here at the Creek Bank.
And that's a good kickoff there for the Yellow Jackets. It's going to be returned from their own end zone as it bounces. And what a play here to get this out of the end zone by the Ohatchee Indians. And that could be a face mask. No, it was not there. I've seen it there late, but it was on the other side of the official. Will Folsom was the man to return that, but that could have been bad for Ohatchee as it bounces over his head, but a great job returning that out of the end zone.
And it takes one more bounce right there. You're looking at a safety.
Yeah.
Oh, and was there a flag?
I thought there would be for the face mask. I seen a face mask late there, but it was not seen there. So now Robertson is going to be in the gun. He's got nobody in the backfield. This is the first time we've seen this. Robertson It's going to be a give. And it looks to be a good handoff so far. And he hits what a play by the Glencoe Yellow Jacket defensive front. As we know, Colby Hester has been the guy so far for Ohatchee, but he tripped over a Glencoe defender and it pushed him back and slowed him down, and Glencoe had enough time to swarm him.
And I mean, Glencoe, like you were saying, that's a perfect word, swarming. They're just all over the football as well. And Ohatchee's got to get something going here.
So Robertson, this could be where you see Coach Finley starting to dial up a few passes here. Jones, he's in the backfield, Robertson. It's going to be indeed a pass. Robertson, he fires, and that pass is going to be incomplete.
And I mean, I like the play call, and I like the aggressiveness so far. But another thing that I'm very, very concerned, not really concerned, but just kind of surprised about, is they've really not tried to get their backs out of the backfield. When you look at this Ohatchee Indians team, the first 4 or 5 games of the year, their favorite thing to do is hit their wing backs and running backs out of the backfield. And so far, they've just not been able to get this going here tonight.
Seth Jenny was the man in coverage there on Hester. Robertson just throws it a little bit too far out of Hester's reach. Robertson, he's looking to throw it. Robertson out of reach. Tough break there for the Indians as it was going to number 21, Gus Hunter, and Robertson just missed him there.
And Robertson has just really not been able to get his groove going so far here tonight. And now Ohatchee's finna give the ball back to Glencoe, possibly at their own about 50-yard line, probably close to midfield.
And Noah Robertson, we know he is a very, very, very talented quarterback for the Indians. He's been very talented all year. The man back to receive this punt, Braylon Smith, for the Yellow Jackets, had a big catch on the last drive for the Yellow Jackets. Hester's your punter as well. He's going to be punting this ball away.
Ooh.
Little high snap. Hester's punt. It's going to be another line drive. It's going to bounce, and it's going to take a Glencoe bounce to about the 45-yard line of Glencoe. So Glencoe's got a chance, and the man is coming back out on the field so far. Brady Kitchens has been the player of the game so far here tonight. Fan of either team, Brady Kitchens has looked good, and you got to admit it, because he has played like a star here tonight for the Yellow Jackets.
He really has. I mean, he's just been doing everything so far for this Glencoe team. I mean, he's got a passing touchdown, and he's got a rushing touchdown so far.
So here we go. Kitchens has got man in the backfield. Kitchens. He's going to give it off to Man. Man's got some space. Man is going up the field. Good juke move there for Man. Man has got a good run there on first down for the Yellow Jackets.
And that is a beautiful play, just kind of like a halfback draw right there, and just finds a hole, and the middle of the field's wide open.
You remember what you said earlier about the run game will open up the passing game. Well, the passing game can also open up the run game, and that's what it just did there for Aaron Mann. So here we go. Kitchens, he's looking to throw it. Kitchen, he's going to fire it across the middle of the field. He's got a man, and it's just incomplete. And that's where Noah Robertson can hurt you. Noah Robertson is a very long safety, very big guy, very good speed. And that was just out of the reach of Man, but it was tipped by Robertson before it could get to him.
A very, very good defensive play right there by Robertson. He's very tall. He's 6'4", and he just gets to places sometimes where, you know, these shorter guys just cannot go up and try to get this football there.
So here we go. Second down for Glencoe. Minute 14 here to go in the first half. Kitchens fires a screen pass to the outside. He's got a lot of space. That screen pass has worked so well tonight for Jaden Patton. And that's another first down for the Yellow Jackets.
And I mean, the Indians just really have not been able to pick up on this screen pass. And also, Patton is just a very, very shifty wide receiver.
Tall, lanky, shifty. The guy's got all the keys to being a great wide receiver. Here's Kitchens. He's looking to throw it. Kitchens is on the roll. I believe he's probably going to throw it. There it is. There's a throw. And he's got his man there. That's number 2, Braylon Smith. And he gets out of bounds there inside the 5. We are in the City of Chaos red zone here for the Glencoe Yellow Jackets.
And that is a beautiful route right there. And Kitchens just finds his man. He kind of fakes the run a little bit, brings the defender. Even if it's just a couple inches up, that puts the ball into perspective and lets him find some space to get to his wide receiver.
So here we go. Kitchens has worked the Yellow Jackets into the red zone, the City of Chaos red zone. So here's Kitchens. He's going to fire another screen out. That's going to be to Jaden Patton. Jaden Patton gets down to about the 3-yard line.
And so far, that is the best job that Ohatchee's done on stopping that little swing pass. I think there's a timeout called by Scott Martin.
So there's a timeout
on the field by the Yellow Jackets. So they're going to talk this over. They got about 34 seconds to go here in the first half.
I mean, they have plenty of time. You're on about the 3 or 4 yard line here. You have plenty of time to dial up a couple more plays.
So 20-8 is your score right now as Scott Martin calls a timeout on the field to get his guys, get them on the same page here, because this is a big touchdown here before the half.
I mean, 34 seconds left in the half. If you score here, you're getting the ball back at halftime as well.
So here we go. The Ohatchee Indians, Coach Chris Finley, has got to rally the troops. They have got to come together here and make a big stop here, down, backed up against the wall. This is when some of your best players are made, when adversity strikes. And can he do it right here? Can the Indians get it done here, backed up in their own territory?
And if you're Coach Chris Finley here, all you're thinking about is trying to get a stop here.
So here's Kitchens. Kitchens, he's going to keep himself quarterback keeper. Kitchens got blocking. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. The Glencoe Yellow Jackets score another Team 1 Chevrolet touchdown on the back of Brady Kitchens, number 9, senior quarterback for the Yellow Jackets, with another touchdown. Let's look at it again. A design quarterback keeper the whole time, and look at the blocking.
And so far for Glencoe, I mean, the whole middle of the field has been open all night for them. And that is Brady Kitchens' 4th touchdown here tonight.
26-8 with 26.9 seconds to go here in the first half. They're going to go for 2. Try to make this score 28-8. Kitchens is going to give it off to Mann. Mann is going to be stopped just short. So 26-8 is going to stay your score here, unless the Ohatchee Indians have got to get rolling here if they want to get some points before halftime.
They really do, and so far, I mean, this Glencoe team just looks like a new and improved team. They came out tonight, and Kitchens has just been all over the field. I mean, running, throwing, he's played his probably best high school football game, or his best half of high school football game he's ever played.
And there he is right there, number 9, Brady Kitchens. He has been the guy to watch for tonight. And he has really took advantage of this opportunity against the Ohatchee Indians, as the Glencoe Yellow Jackets, like I said, it's been a tough year for them, 2-5 this year. And they've been in a few games and they've been out of a few games. But right now they are locked in at the Creek Bank.
And I mean, like we've been saying, this is Scott Martin's first time back at the Creek Bank, and he is showing that he belongs here at Glencoe, and he's just, right now, he's just better for less dominated this first half.
Flip the script. Chris Finley has got to find a way. We've been saying it for the past 20 minutes. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
They at least got to get a way to just kind of get the ball moving, which they've got the ball moving. They've just, either they've been stopped on 4th down, or the one drive they scored on.
Southern States Bank kickoff for Connor Montgomery. And this is going to be brought out here by the Indians, and that is going to be a fairly good return there for the Indians to try to get the ball in the end zone with 20.6 seconds to go here before the half.
And if you're Chris Finley here, what do? I think you've got to take some chances here.
I would definitely shoot for the end zone. Multiple shots. Robertson's got a fantastic arm. Switch some of your speedsters out to the outside and give them a chance.
I mean, and I just don't think, like you were saying, you might want to try to take this in a half, but I mean, when you're down like this, you got to try to take some chances.
Two wide receivers to our near. Robertson, he's looking to throw it. Robertson's got a man, and that pass is indeed completed. That is going to be a good pass and catch to Hester. 12.3 seconds to go, and they're going to call a timeout on the field. Ohatchee. So they got 12.3 seconds. They still got a chance. The key right here would be probably quick pass to the 50 and then start shooting your shot to the end zone. You may get off 2 plays, maybe.
Maybe, and it depends because I think that Ohatchee's down to 1 timeout.
You can get off 2 plays. It's going to be a push to get off 2, but I think it's possible.
And like we were saying, though, they were talking about, would you try to play this safe and bring it into half? But down like this, going towards halftime, and Glencoe gets the ball coming out of the second half, you have to take some chances here. Just try to get some of your guys in space, get some of your playmakers in space, and just let them make a play.
13 seconds to go. Coach Finley's got to play. He's got to get a play ready to try to get them in striking range here before the half.
And I mean, I just think that you got to look to your key guy. You got to look to Colby Hester and just let him try to make some type of play for you.
Quinn Nunley is the guy to our near side. Haven't called his name much tonight. Robertson, he is indeed looking that way and just over the outstretched arms of number 7, Will Folsom. So 7.4 seconds to go, so 2 plays.
If you're lucky, you possibly could get off another one after this, because they still have 1 timeout in their back pocket.
And that pass was just overshot there, and Robertson is just yet to really just find his groove, and we know when he finds his groove, he is a tough quarterback to slow down.
Very, very dangerous. He's got a very good arm, and so far here tonight, he's just not really been able to connect with some of his wide receivers.
7.4 seconds to go. Robertson. And there's going to be I believe it might be a delay game. It is indeed a delay game on the Indians, so that's going to back them up. Looked like they were having trouble getting the signals in.
And it also looks like that Chris Finley here is just going to try to run this clock out, especially now.
You had a chance to maybe fire one to the end zone there before that delay of game, but now that you're backed up to about the 46-yard line, I believe they may just try to hand this ball off, maybe try to break off a big play with Nate Jones. But we'll see. That's why we're in the booth, folks, and they are not going to listen to us. Robertson, he's looking to throw it. Robertson fires a strike. That pass is caught by Folsom. Folsom is going to be there, and the clock just runs out. Penalty flag on the play.
Tell you what, though, this could be huge.
It looked like he was on the tackle, so this could be on Glencoe.
And if the clock did indeed run out, this could be an untimed down as well.
Let's see what the call on the field is. Personal foul on Glencoe.
Or is it?
Personal foul on Glencoe, so that's going to give Ohatchee 15 yards. And that is going to be an untimed down, Jackson.
And I mean, this could be huge because now you got the ball past Glencoe's 40-yard line here. You can take a shot to the end zone and try to make something happen.
We'll get a replay of that hit here as Robertson, great pocket presence here, fires a strike to Folsom. Folsom makes a great catch, and we'll see it, and that was it right there. There was the hit. And it was indeed a personal foul.
Definitely. He led with his head a little bit right there.
So here's Robertson. He's looking to throw it. He fires it across the middle, and it's picked off. The Yellow Jackets are going the other way, and that is Jaden Patton. Jaden Patton's got some space. Jaden Patton takes it all the way to about the 45-yard line, but it don't matter because there we're going to head that into half. Robertson just overshot his receiver here. Let's look at it again. Jaden Patton was just in the right place at the right time because the ball was nowhere, wasn't even going to him, and he gets it right there in the area. Great interception there for the Glencoe Yellow Jackets, and they're going to go into the half with a 26-8 lead. And here we go, folks. We're going to sit it down to Shasta Jones on the sidelines with an interview.
Hey, I've got got Coach Martin from Glencoe Yellow Jackets out here. Coach Martin, how are you feeling right now?
Well, I'm feeling fine, but it's only a half of football. I mean, our guys have played real well on both sides of the ball, and, you know, they got to continue to do that. I mean, you know, football's not 24 minutes, it's 48 minutes, and our guys got to play a complete game because this team's a tough team, and they're physical, and they're going to come out, and they're going to test our physicality in the second half, and we got to keep executing.
Well, I can tell you, with number 11, is it Jaden Payne? Did I get the name right?
Patton.
Patton,
Jaden
yeah.
Patton.
He was looking good with touchdown, interception.
He does. He's playing well, and so are a lot of them, you know. And Brady Kitchens doing a great job at quarterback.
Kitchens, yeah.
But everybody's contributing, and that's a positive.
A lot of touchdowns, 2-point conversion, so it looked good out there.
Thank you.
All right, well, good luck this second half, and have fun in there at halftime.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, we're going to throw it back to you guys in studio.
You heard it best there from Coach Scott Martin. He said he feels good, but he's only played one half of football. And guys, we're going to throw it to a break. When we come back, we'll have some score updates. We'll watch the band. We'll have a good time. We'll be back with a halftime show here on your Southern States Bank WEAC TV 24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank.
The Coosa Valley, on the banks of the Coosa River in Gadsden, Alabama. Fishing, boating, and paddling, and home to Team One Chevrolet. Team One Chevy has been serving generations for years. Even the grandkids are grown. Come by and see why so many people come back to Team One Chevy in Gadsden.
Home of the best people, the best service, period.
Come see the wonder that is the Festival of Lights, proudly sponsored by First Bank of Alabama. Chocolaco Park is filled with over 1 million lights and twinkling displays of all the Christmas favorites. You can park and enter Santa's Village, where there is an outdoor skating rink, inflatables for the kids, food trucks, and have your photo made with Santa. Get your tickets now at oxfordlights.com.
At Southern States Bank, we pride ourselves on being your local bank. We're your neighbors and involved in the community. We're the bank featuring the Southern Rewards checking account, a cashback account with no ATM fees. We're on the cutting edge and always have a smiling face to help you out. Stop being just another number at the big bank and start being a neighbor at Southern States Bank. Let us be the bank for you and your business.
Welcome back into the Creek Bank. WEAC TV 24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank. The Glencoe Yellow Jackets, Jackson. They are on a roll right now. Their offense has just been magnificent so far here in the first half, guys. If you missed the first half, the Glencoe Yellow Jackets have put on a clinic. Brady Kitchens, the quarterback for the Yellow Jackets, has put on a show here in the first half. Jackson, tell us more about that.
I mean, like I've been saying, Kitchens is in the kitchen and he's cooking. I mean, 4 total touchdowns in the first half, not the whole game. In the first half, 4 total touchdowns. That is something that you don't see very much.
And Jaden Patton has been the key target for Brady Kitchens tonight. So many screen passes caught, and he's sure-handed. He has caught every pass thrown his way, and we've seen a few key contributors there for the Glencoe Yellow Jackets. But besides that, they're firing on all cylinders.
And, I mean, I got to give credit also to Patton. I mean, a touchdown and just got an interception right before the half right there.
And let's switch sides. Coach Finley, he's got to find a way to get his offense on the same page. And not only that, his defense has got to find a way to slow down this high-powered Glencoe offense. Because right now, it looks to me like they're a little confused. They don't know what Glencoe's going to do, but that's what a good offense will do to you. They don't know if you're going to run it. They don't know if you're going to pass it, and that's how it is right now.
And, I mean, Robertson so far, he's just really not been able to get his groove going so far in that first half. just missed a couple key wide receivers. But I'm telling you what, in the second half, you know he's down. He's going to come out firing. He's going to get on track.
And we know Noah Robertson. Noah Robertson's been a fantastic quarterback for the Ohatchee Indians all season long. And Glencoe better be lucky that they got out to this big league, because Noah Robertson can change the game just like that. And if you're Glencoe, you got to keep going. But if you're Ohatchee, you've got to get Robertson throwing the football with some, I want to say, some confidence, because right now this offense is just all sorts of messed up.
It really is. And just so far, I mean, you've seen a couple of the key plays they've been running. They love the jet sweep. They love the kind of running back, kind of toss out a little bit. But I mean, you got to get something more going. You got to get more. You got to get more runs up the middle. You got to get more out routes. You got to get something more going than just those two plays as well.
And you know, speaking of that, some of their favorite plays they've been able to run with some success is some jet sweeps to Hester, some jet sweeps to different types of players. And Jones and Robertson and Hester has really been the three guys. We've seen some of Folsom there come out late, catch a big pass for the Indians, get them in range to score, and then that was an interception by Robertson. But nonetheless, guys, we're going to throw it to another break, and when we come back, we'll have some scores and a lot more here on the Halftime Show. We'll be back in just a moment. We're WEAC TV 24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank.
Since 2002, Advantage Tire and Alignment has been the place to call when your car won't go. They specialize in new tires, used tires, and wheels. In addition, they also provide alignment services and vehicle repair like brakes, rotors, struts, shocks, and alternators. It is their goal to provide quick, convenient, and friendly service. If you want the advantage, go to Advantage Tire and Alignment, where the customer always has the advantage.
I'm Dudley Miller and my wife Val, and this is the staff at Cremation Services. Together, we have over 100 years experience in funeral service. To me, career longevity is an indication of a person's ability to extend grace and compassion and deal with the family in an honest, trustworthy, and decent manner. We ask that you consider us at Cremation Services of East Alabama in your time of loss.
At Oxford Dental Care, they believe in the importance of a healthy, beautiful smile. The staff takes great pride in the treatments they provide and the healthy smiles that they create. Their patients can take advantage of comprehensive dental care that's customized for their individual needs and desires. They provide general, cosmetic, and pediatric dentistry, emergency dental care, teeth whitening, implants, and veneers. Contact their Oxford office at 256-831-3432 or visit the website at oxforddentalcare.net if you have any questions or would like to schedule an appointment. Friendly staff, excellent service, beautiful smiles. A team you can rely on, Oxford Dental Care.
Hey, it's Kristen with RMC, and I'm here to tell you about the RMC Foundation event. Next Thursday, we're having Pink or Treat from 4 to 6 p.m. We'll have food trucks, games, candy, fun for the whole family, but most importantly, breast cancer education and awareness. We'll be giving away 50 free mammograms. So put on your best pink, bring your family, and come ready for a night of fun. Hope to see you there. Thanks.
Welcome back into your WEAC TV 24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank. 26-8 is your score at the half. The Glencoe Yellow Jackets are leading the Ohatchee Indians. Guys, we got a few words from our sponsors here tonight. First one, Southern States Bank. At Southern States Bank, we pride ourselves on being your local bank. Locations in Anniston and Sylacauga. Let us be there for you, member FDIC. Team One Chevrolet of Gadsden, home of the best people, the best service, period. Visit Team One Chevrolet in Gadsden, Alabama. Freestyle Graphics. Special thanks to Freestyle Graphics in Oxford, Alabama, for gearing up our crew for this season. For all your graphics needs, whether apparel, promotional items, signs, banners, business items, Freestyle Graphics will take care of you. Go to freestylegraphics.espwebsite.com. City of Chaos, where your fears turn into nightmares. City of Chaos is one of the top-rated haunted house experiences in Northeast Alabama. Go through our haunted tunnel, ride the convoy, shoot some zombies, and so much more. Don't miss it. Location 6755 Curry Station Road, east of Bogue, Alabama. Open now. And we also want to thank Jefferson's of Oxford, fed our crew for tonight. It was very good. Thank you, Jefferson's, for that. So we're going to throw it down to Shasta. She's got an interview for us down on the field.
guys, I am out here back on the Ohatchee Indian side, and I've got the up and coming high school pro players, college players of the next generation, and they're looking to take some positions out there tonight. So tell me, what do you play in your league that you're playing in now?
Linebacker and quarterback.
And what about you?
I play fullback and nose guard.
Okay. How about you?
Safety.
And how about you?
You
play a position?
You play center. I play block.
Okay. And what do you do?
I cheer.
You cheer? And so for you guys over here, you said you have a game next weekend? Who do you play?
Piedmont.
Yeah? And then if you were out there on the field tonight, what would you be doing?
I'd be making tackles and making touchdowns.
And how about you?
Pretty much the same thing as he said, and pretty much the same thing as he said.
And how about you? If you were out there on the field tonight, what would you be doing?
Tackling and touchdowns and all that.
And what about you?
Snapping.
Okay. And how about you? If you were out there cheering on the field, what would you be doing?
Loud and proud.
Yeah. Well, can you guys give me a Go Indians?
Go Indians! Go Indians!
And how about you guys? Go Indians?
Go Indians! Go Indians!
All right, we're going to throw it back to you guys in studio.
And the fans are 100% out to support the Indians. And I always have a great, great atmosphere at the Creek Bank here in Ohatchee, Alabama. It's been a lopsided game so far. The Ohatchee Indians are looking to turn it around here in the second half here tonight. Jackson, what have you seen so far? What do you like? What do you dislike? What do you think is going to happen in the second half? There's so much that could happen in this game.
I mean, the thing that I really like so far is I like Glencoe's ability to kind of distribute the ball off. They started the passing game towards the end of the first half. They kind of twist that around and tried the rushing game a little bit, and it's worked so far for them.
One thing I will say I have liked about the Ohatchee Indian defense is they put themselves in good positions multiple times tonight. Glencoe's had a few penalties, and Ohatchee's had a few stops in the backfield. They are just struggling to stop the big play, I would say.
I mean, like you were saying, the big play. Every time that Kitchens uses his legs, most of the time, I think there's 4 times he's used them. 2 of those touchdowns, and the other 2 long runs for Kitchens as well.
You heard it here. Guys, we'll have some highlights. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have more on your WEAC TV 24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank.
Hey, this is Jason at Reeves Insurance. Just want to say a quick thank you to all of our customers for your support over the years. We now have offices in Anniston, Alexandria, and Oxford in order to serve you better. So stop in and see me or any of our experienced staff and let us shop for you. We'll find you the best price and the best coverage available. Thank you.
The Coosa Valley, on the banks of the Coosa River in Gadsden, Alabama. Fishing, boating, and paddling, and home to Team One Chevrolet. Team One Chevy has been serving generations for years. Even the grandkids are grown. Come by and see why so many people come back to Team One Chevy in Gadsden.
Home of the best people, the best service, period.
Welcome back in, guys, to the Creek Bank here in Ohatchee, Alabama, your WEAC TV 24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank. The Glencoe Yellow Jackets are ahead 26-8 here at the start of the second half here in just a moment. And Jackson, it has been a slugfest for the Glencoe Yellow Jackets, and we talked about it so much already. And the Glencoe Yellow Jackets have just been firing on all cylinders on the offensive side of the ball. And the Ohatchee Indians, they're stuck in the mud right now. They have got to get out of it.
They really do. I mean, at home, they're doing everything they can. But I'll tell you what, head coach Scott Martin, his first time back at the Creek Bank, he's coming in and he wants this win very badly.
Absolutely. We got some highlights for you guys here of the first half, and we're going to take just a quick look at them right here. Just kind of recap of this first half. And here's a little look here. There was a fumble there on the two-point conversion there by the Glencoe Yellow Jackets. Here's a play here. Nate Jones has been a big factor for the Indians tonight. One of his better runs of the night. Breaks a few tackles, still on his feet. And that penalty pushed Ohatchee into the red zone and gave them their first touchdown of the game. And here it is right here. Nate Jones stays on his feet again. This guy's hard to bring down, Jackson.
He's very big, very physical back, and he just jumps over like Superman and scores a touchdown right there.
And here's the man we've been talking about all night, Brady Kitchens. A big run here on 4th down to give them a first down, which led to another Glencoe score. And here he is. Kitchens pulls it himself, faked me out of the whole play. I'll remember that play for the rest of my career calling games as Brady Kitchens faked me out of the water. Here's Kitchens again, quarterback keeper right up the middle, and it's like clockwork for this guy.
I mean, he's just played phenomenal here in the first half.
And here's Robertson throwing a strike across the middle, and Jaden Patton with an interception to close out the first half. And that just really explained the first half for Ohatchee. Just a turnover late really explained it.
And I mean, Ohatchee just has to get something going here in the second half.
So guys, we're going to send it back down to Shasta. She's got us another interview down on the field.
Hey guys, I've got some of the fans out here that wanted to say something to you, so tell me who you're rooting for out here.
Ohatchee.
And what do you want to say to the team out there tonight?
To win.
Okay, and what about the guys on this side?
Ohatchee.
Are you a football player?
Yes, sir.
What position you play?
I play guard and 3-back.
Yeah, how about you?
4-back and safety.
Yeah? You guys got another game coming up next week?
It's our off week.
Oh, okay. How about you over here?
I play baseball and first base and pitcher.
Awesome. What about you?
I play football and I play center and backup quarterback.
And how about you? Okay, say one big go Ohatchee or Indians. Really quick.
Let's go Ohatchee! Ohatchee!
We're going to throw it back to you guys, and we'll be right back in a minute here with a coach.
And the fans, like we said, the fans always show out at the Creek Bank, and they always come to support their team. And I got a good feeling that the Ohatchee Indians are going to come out of halftime with their hair on fire, because they've got to. They have got to, Jackson, as they're about to work their way back out on the field. As we know the Ohatchee Indians don't let many people do what they did in the first half at the Creek Bank.
Not at all. I mean, like you were saying, they got to come out. They got to come out throwing. They got to come out running. And first of all, let's start first thing first. They got to get a stop. Glencoe's getting the ball to come out of the second half.
Correct, and that is the big key factor. They've got to stop this offense. They have to. They have yet to do it. I mean, the Glencoe Yellow Jackets offense has been one of the better offenses I have seen in a while as far as putting together drives, running and passing effectively. And that's what we were talking about, me and you, was on a break as well. And they've got to figure out a way to kind of single in on one thing and be successful, because right now they're struggling. They're struggling.
They really are. I mean, like you said, they got to find that spark, whether it be a guy that's just not contributed a lot, or just a guy that's just coming off and he's just got to, just get it going.
So I got a few score updates for you guys. A big game down at White Plains, 21-21 at the half. The White Plains Wildcats and the Mumford Lions battling out for that last playoff spot there. Alexandria is down 28-0 at the half against Southside. Anniston 28-0 over Talladega. Handley 21-0 over Cleburne County. Tallahassee ahead of Sylacauga 14-7. BB Comer is beating Central Coosa 49-0 at halftime. Pleasant Valley is down down in the first quarter 6-0 to Southeastern. Lincoln, St. Clair County, first quarter St. Clair County 6-0. The Clay Chalkbull Cougars 21-0 over the Oxford Yellow Jackets at the half, and Hoax Bluff is beating Sylvania 21-7 in the third quarter. That's a big game there for Sylvania and Hoax Bluff. Central High School of Clay County 35-7 over Beauregard at the half. Big game Piedmont and Geraldine 14-14 at the half. That is huge, huge game. The Walter Welborn Panthers 16-7 at the half over the Weaver Bearcats. Locust Fork is beating Gaston 50-0 at the half. Randolph County 20-17 over the Beulah Bobcats. Eider is down to Sandrock 21-0 at the half. So many good games going on out. 28-28 Westbrook Christian in Plainview. That is a big ball game there as well. Don't have a score on the Pell City and Huffman game yet. Wadley is beating Winterboro 14-0 at the half. Leeds beating Moody 21-14. Vincent and Isabella 21-14 at the half. So many close games. A game that's a bit surprised me, Aniana and Asheville's 28-13 in the second quarter. Asheville hanging around in that ball game. 21-0 Cherokee County over Etowah. And that is all I have at the moment. As actually Coosa Christian is winning 44-0 against Appalachian. Shasta has got another interview for us down the sidelines. We're going to throw it to her real quick.
Hey guys, we are here with Coach Finley of Ohatchee. I'm going to have some help from Haley here. So Haley,
how do you feel about the game so far?
We've got to do a lot better. They're making plays and have run the score up on us a little bit here. So we're going to have a better second half.
Now you had a couple of good plays though, I think there was a fumble recovery and a field goal block down here on this end earlier on. So your players really did good defensively there. What else do you really want to see them capitalize on this second half, though?
We're going to have to move the ball and control the ball and keep the ball away from them, and we're going to have to get off the field. We've had our chances a couple of times getting off the field on defense, and we haven't made it happen. They've played a heck of a game so far, and we have not.
Okay, well, we thank you for taking the time. Good luck this second half, and thank you, Haley. Want to say anything else? Go Indians?
Go Indians.
All right, thank you, Coach. And we're going to throw it back to you guys.
As you heard it there, Coach Finley said they got to capitalize, and that is the truth. They have got to capitalize on mistakes that Glencoe's made because they made a few.
They really have. I mean, the interceptions, the turnover on fourth down, I mean, just they have to find a way to bounce back.
So here we go, guys. We are getting ready here for second half action here at the Creek Bank on a beautiful night for football. And as y'all heard my score updates, there's so many great games going on throughout the area, and this is what high school football is all about. You're getting down to the time to see what everybody's made of, and this is the time of year for it. And right now, we're going to see if the Ohatchee Indians can dig out some guts here and find a way to get this win and possibly, or actually just get back in the ball game. Actually, forget the win. They got to get back in the ball game because Coach Scott Martin has got a chance to make a big statement tonight.
They have to put some points up on the board is the main thing.
So here we go. About 10 seconds to go here and the half. 26-8 is your score. We're getting ready to kick off the second half of action as the Ohatchee Indians are getting ready to take the field again. And like you said, Jackson, what's some second half keys?
One of the main second half keys is for Ohatchee just to get the ball moving. And for Glencoe, just keep doing what you're doing, to be honest with you.
And that's the guy right there that everybody's got their eye on so far tonight, Brady Kitchens, quarterback for the Glencoe Yellow Jackets.
And so far, he's just had the first half, and so far probably the game of his life here tonight.
So we're getting ready for second half action here. As you see there, getting ready on the Ohatchee sidelines is the Indians. The Indians have got to find a way to get their offense in the end zone. Their defense has got to find a way to get off the field, because another thing we haven't mentioned yet is the Yellow Jackets have had some long drives. They've kept Ohatchee's defense on the field.
They really have been. And also, though, another thing is the Indians have had some long drives, too, that have just kind of fizzled out a little bit as well. The two turnovers on fourth downs, just some key plays, take some key plays away. And this is an Ohatchee ahead of Glencoe at the half.
So the Glencoe Yellow Jackets will receive the football here, and it's going to be a onside kick for the Indians and recovered by the Yellow Jackets. And Jackson, what do you think of that call?
I mean, I guess I kind of respect the call. I like the aggressiveness, but I mean, you're coming out of halftime, and it's not like you're getting blew out by 40 points here. And now you're going to give Glencoe and Kitchens, who's been cooking all night, and you'll give him the ball at about the 45-ish yard line, I think.
That was a gutsy call there for Coach Finley. Didn't pay off this time, but Coach Scott Martin's got good field position here, and it's going to be a give off to Mann. Mann's got some space. He didn't have much room there, but finds a way, and I believe the ball may be on the ground. We're going to see here. Leon Elson's going to be the man on the call there. We're going to see what he's got. Let's look at it again. Mann has been a workhorse for the Yellow Jackets tonight, and that was a good hit to jar that ball out. But it rolled right back into, and I believe the Indians got on that, but Mann may have took it away.
That's Indians' ball right there.
And it indeed was. I believe Mann may have took it there late to give the Glencoe Yellow Jackets the ball back. So here we go. Brady Kitchens, low snap. He's going to keep it himself. Kitchens got some space up the middle, and I believe that's going to be a first down Yellow Jackets.
And the thing about him is, though, even on a busted play, the snap was low. He ran into his running back. He finds a way to make it a positive.
Turning negative plays into a positive is always great there for the Yellow Jackets. And here we go as the Yellow Jackets have got a first down and 10. They've worked their way over the 50-yard line. I believe Mann is still in the backfield for the Yellow Jackets as Kitchens is looking to throw it. He's got one-on-one coverage, and the pass is intercepted! Intercepted for the Indians. What an interception by the Ohatchee Indians. That was number 14, Colby Hester, with an interception on Brady Kitchens.
What a interception right there by Hester. Look at that, just goes up and gets it. That is just a picture-perfect interception right there, and that is how a defensive back is supposed to play defense.
And that could be the spark, Jackson. That could be the spark for the Indians.
And, I mean, Hesley has just been their workhorse night, player of the game for them.
Kitchens looks to throw it up in one-on-one coverage, and it gets picked off. We got a new quarterback here in the game for the Indians. It's going to be a handoff there for Jones. Jones going to make a man miss. He's going to bounce it outside. Good run there for Jones on first down. And the new quarterback in the game, Will Folsom, is the man who lined up in the gun there for the Indians.
And that is definitely something that we are going to watch as this game starts to materialize and go on.
So here we go. The Ohatchee Indians get a great first play on first down after the big interception by Colby Hester. Nate Jones in the backfield with Folsom. Folsom gives it off to Jones to the other side. Jones has got some space. Nate Jones running with his hair on fire here to start the second half.
And if you're the Indians, this is exactly what you want to see. You come out, you get an interception, two big plays to start off this offensive drive, and now you're almost past midfield as well.
So the Ohatchee Indians have found a little bit of run game success on their first drive out of halftime. Folsom gives it off to Jones. Jones, he's going to make something out of nothing, and he's going to get about 2 yards.
Tell you what, it is very interesting to see Folsom back there because I'd like to know what's going on with Robertson. Is he hurt? And that's just very interesting to see him back there. But so far, this offense is really moving to start off this first offensive drive of the second half.
So the Indians, with Folsom running the show here to start the second half. Jones has been running with effectiveness so far in the second half, and we've only ran about 4 plays. This is going to be a give to Hester. Hester, he's going to bounce this outside. Hester's got a little bit of space, and he gains about 5 yards. So it's going to bring up third down for the Indians.
And another thing that we need to definitely watch is if Folsom drops back to try to pass the football as well.
So I believe the Indians may have got a first down on that drive. I was able to see the scoreboard there. So scratch that. 2nd down and 5 for the Indians. There's a first down on the last play, 2nd down and 5. Folsom's going to keep it himself. Folsom is going to get wrapped up, so it's probably going to bring up about 3rd down and 3.
And that is very, very good defense right there by the Yellow Jackets. Folsom had room right there. They just kind of transition back and just make a beautiful tackle. And that's number 58, Jordan Haney, right there on the tackle as well.
Jordan Haney, a guy we haven't talked much about, but we know he's a big anchor there on the defensive line. Folsom in the gun. He's going to hand it to Jones. Jones is going to try to bounce this outside. Jones slips out. Don't know how he made it out of that, but that's going to be a 1st down Indians.
I have no idea how Jones made it out. There was a pile of Yellow Jackets right there. He finds a hole, breaks through, and gains some extra yards for the 1st down and gives us Indian teams a new set of downs.
So here we go. Folsom and Jones going to be in the gun. Folsom, he's going to motion out Jones. He's going to hand it to Hester on that jet sweep, and Hester's not going to get much out of that. It's going to bring up about 2nd down and 8.
I really like that play call right there, and that could have worked very, very easily, but number 12, Hayden Watson, just sniffed that out as soon as it got to the line of scrimmage.
So here we go, Folsom in the gun again. He's going to give it off to Jones. Jones, he bounces it out. Jones is running with a head full of steam to start this 2nd half.
And that's going to be another good game for the Ohatchee Indians.
And a very good run right there. Jones so far in this drive right here has just been the workhorse for the Ohatchee Indians.
So it's going to be 3rd down and about medium yards to go for the Indians. Do we see the first pass for Folsom right here?
I really do. I think Folsom might take it for himself right here.
It's going to be a low snap. And Folsom's going to have to make something happen with his legs. Folsom bounces it out. That's going to be a 1st down for Folsom.
And he just ran over a Yellow Jacket defender right there. I mean, lowers his helmet, a ball on the ground, a low snap. That's been a problem tonight for the Ohatchee, but he lowers his helmet and gets the 1st down.
There it is. What a hit there by Folsom. And there it is. There's a 1st down point for Folsom. He earned that one. So 1st down for the Indians.
And props to Folsom. He's thrown in this position at quarterback coming out of the 2nd half. And so far, he is leading the Indians down towards the red zone.
So here we go. Scratch that. Going to be 4th down and 1 for the Indians. I really thought he got that 1st down there. He must have been just short.
Very, very interesting spot as well.
He must have been just short. I believe he may have been, like I said, he's a yard short. I thought it was really close. I thought he got the 1st down, but could not see that there. So 4th down and 1 yard to go.
This is a big, big play here early in the 2nd half.
A big play. This is huge. It's huge for both teams. If Ohatchee doesn't get this and Glencoe takes the ball over on downs, that is huge for them because we're halfway through this 3rd quarter right now.
And see, that's what I think. I'm not going to say it hurts Ohatchee, but are they eating up too much time on a lot of their drives they're running?
In the first half of the game, I don't think so. But now it's getting a little bit odd because the thing about it is, though, if they get a stop here, that's going to seriously hurt them taking all that time off the clock as well.
So 4th down and a yard to go. Maybe closer than that, but it's going to be 4th down, and we're going to say a yard, but I may be inches. This is a play where Ohatchee thrives on, though, with their run game. This is almost a gimme at Ohatchee, but with the way Glencoe's defense has been playing, nothing is for certain.
And watch for Jones right here in the Wildcat. Watch it. I'm not a betting man, but I think they might go Wildcat here, and I would be wrong.
And they indeed do.
Oh, I am right. Okay.
Jones, he's going to be the man. 4th down and 1. Jones.
Oh, it's going to be close. He might have got it on the 2nd effort.
I think he did indeed get it on that 2nd effort, and the Yellow Jackets was all over it. They knew what was coming.
Yeah, I called it right there because, I mean, every time they've run that play, it's been either on 3rd down and short or 4th down and short or a goal-to-goal play. And I think he got it right there.
So 1st down and 10 for the Ohatchee Indians. after a big run there by Nate Jones on 4th down and 1. That was huge. So working our way under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Folsom gonna motion out Jones. Going to be a fake pitch to Jones. Folsom's going to keep it himself. He's going to be wrapped up for a minimal gain on 1st down.
And, I mean, this Glencoe defense has just been swarming so far, even in the second half as well.
Luke Brown was one of the men on the tackle there, along with number 44, Cooper Gomez.
And another thing about this Glencoe team, a lot of these guys on this Glencoe team are young guys, like especially on this defense. A lot of these guys are 9th graders.
Here's Folsom with Jones. Gonna be a give to Jones. Jones gonna try to bounce this inside, and Jones somehow slips out of those tackles every time. Every time we can't see him, we see him shoot out of a hole somewhere.
It's like we lose him, and we lose him in the pile, and we think, oh, he's down, and all of a sudden you just see his number 2 jersey just shoot out.
Nate Jones has been a workhorse for the Indians tonight.
But see, now it's getting where, I mean, are you killing too much clock here as well?
Folsom gives it off to Jones. Jones bounces it out. Jones is still on his feet. Nate Jones is going down to the 10, to the 5, very close. And he's actually at about the 6-yard line there on another good run by Nate Jones.
A very good run right there. He finds a hole and makes his way through it on the outside and gets it down into the red zone as well.
Jefferson's red zone for the Indians. Folsom gonna give back to Jones again, the workhorse. Jones still on his feet, makes a man miss. Nate Jones gonna be close, second effort.
I think he's in.
He's gonna be close. And I believe that is. That's gonna be a touchdown, Indians. Nate Jones leads the Indians down the field for a Team 1 Chevrolet touchdown.
And that was his drive right there. That was his drive as well. And I mean, just a beautiful play design, and Jones finds the hole, and he gets it with his second effort right here. Just, that is great effort by Jones right there.
Great drive there for the Ohatchee Indians. They chewed off a lot of clock, though. We'll see if that comes back to hurt Coach Chris Finley.
And you see Robertson right there on the side. He still got his pads on, so let's hope that he's healthy.
Here's Folsom. He's going to give it off to Hester. Hester bounces it out, and he's going nowhere. That is no good.
And that is beautiful defense right there by the Glencoe Yellow Jackets. And I think that was number 6, Seth Jenny, who was their halfback coming into this game. But we've just really not seen much of him at halfback here tonight.
So, score 26-14 is your score. The Ohatchee Indians find a way to get in the end zone there, as we got a little technical difficulties there. It is not 32-8. 26-14 is your score as the Ohatchee Indians get in the end zone there, and a great drive for the Indians. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back. We'll add more second half action here on your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank.
The Coosa Valley, on the banks of the Coosa River in Gadsden, Alabama. Fishing, boating, and paddling, and home to Team 1 Chevrolet. Team 1 Chevy has been serving generations for years. Even the grandkids are grown. Come by and see why so many people come back to Team 1 Chevy in Gadsden.
Home of the best people, the best service, period.
Come see the wonder that is the Festival of Lights, proudly sponsored by First Bank of Alabama. Chocolaco Park is filled with over 1 million lights and twinkling displays of all the Christmas favorites. You can park and enter Santa's Village, where there is an outdoor skating rink, inflatables for the kids, food trucks, and have your photo made with Santa. Get your tickets now at oxfordlights.com.
At Southern States Bank, we pride ourselves on being your local bank. We're your neighbors and involved in the community. We're the bank featuring the Southern Rewards checking account, a cashback account with no ATM fees. We're on the cutting edge and always have a smiling face to help you out. Stop being just another number at the big bank and start being a neighbor at Southern States Bank. Let us be the bank for you and your business.
Welcome back into your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank. The Ohatchee Indians got on the board there, 26-14, after a great drive there by the Indians, Jackson.
And also, that was a very good drive as well. But one more thing, you got to watch out for the onside kick here. If they're going to kick it to start off second half, they may kick it right here.
It looks like they may try to kick this deep. Southern States Bank kick, as there's a penalty flag on the play. I don't believe the Indians were set.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be a false start as well.
On the kickoff, you don't see that very often.
Not much. Not much at all. And honestly, this could work out in their favor because that was not the best kick.
So we'll see just again what happened. Yeah, 100%, they was not set. I believe they tried to, because you know they kind of ran like a sugar huddle on that onside kick. And it looked like they were trying to get another speed kickoff, which low-key, the onside kick helps them out. I mean, the false start there helps them out because that kick was not very good.
Not at all, and they was going to get great field position, even if he wouldn't have returned that.
So your second Southern States Bank kickoff, as this kick is a lot better than the first one, as it's going to be returned by the Yellow Jackets. It's going to be a very good return for the Yellow Jackets. They're going to get all the way to about the 45-yard line. That's a good return.
Very good return right there. And that sets your offense and Kitchens up with immaculate field position.
Does Scott Martin keep throwing the football?
I think you do. I mean, the thing about it is, though, we have a guy down the field right now.
Injured Yellow Jacket down the field. Looks to be cramps because he's getting back up now.
Always good to see. And also, I don't know why you wouldn't, because the thing about it is, he has just been passing the ball just efficiently and whenever he needs to here tonight, and just been in workforce here for this Glencoe Yellow Jackets team.
So here we go. Mann is in the backfield with Kitchens. Mann's had a very successful night in the backfield, as it's going to be a keeper for Kitchens. Kitchens goes right up the middle, and a good run there by Kitchens on first down to bring up second down and short.
But like I've been saying all night, it is really, Ohatchee's not really adjusted to it. The middle of the field has been open every run they've tried, and that is perched to the Glencoe offensive line as well, and Kitchens just got hit his hard, very hard.
Yeah, definitely the blocking between the centers and the guards have been very good tonight. So Kitchens, he's got Mann in the backfield. Kitchens, he's looking to throw. It's going to be a screen pass to Patton. And that's the first time the Ohatchee Indians have covered that screen pass. And you can tell they worked on that in halftime. They talked about that.
They really did. I mean, so far they've just not been able to cover it. And that was the first time that they've read that perfectly and just hit Patton. I think they hit him before he could even get the ball in his hands.
And that's what happens on a screen pass there. If your blocking's not perfect, a screen pass is hard to execute. And right there, the Indians read that like a book. Kitchens, he's looking to throw it. He's going to roll. Indians got good coverage on Kitchens here. As he rolls, there's a penalty flag down, it looked like.
It's going to be hold on the offense, I'm pretty sure.
As Kitchens rolls out, and I think it was indeed holding.
If that's the holding call, I don't really agree with that, but tell you what, that looked like a clean block to me as well.
We'll see what the call is on the field. As it indeed, I believe, is going to be on Glencoe Yellow Jackets. That's going to back them up.
And that is not what you need if you're head coach Scott Martin. You're trying to extend this lead even more, and you just not been able to get to it.
Big penalty there as the Indians third down and very long. Now this is big for the Indians.
It really is. And I think that might have been a first down, too, if that play would have stood.
So here we go. Kitchens, he's looking to throw it. He's got time. He's rolling. He's going to have to keep it himself. Kitchens going to stay up. And he gets hit hard, very hard there by number 70 for the Ohatchee Indians. That's big Tristan Kiker. And Tristan Kiker lowered his shoulder there. It's rare you see a big defensive tackle get out in space and lower his shoulder, but he just did right there.
And he picks up a lot of yards there, though. But I tell you what, this possibly is 4th down territory for Glencoe.
So did get Glencoe in striking range on 4th down. They're going for it. Coach Scott Martin's going for it. 4th down and 3 yards. Kitchens gonna keep it himself, and Kitchens did not get it. The Indians with a big stop on 4th down.
And once again, that's Tristan Kiker, 2 back-to-back huge plays for the Indians. And that is exactly what the Indians needed right there. A 4th down stop, gets you some pretty good field position, and Kiker is hyped up, and why shouldn't he be?
Noah Robertson has done switch to defense only is what it looks like, because Folsom is back on the field leading the charge for the Indians.
And I mean, I think that's the right call so far. That last drive was a beautiful drive by the Indians as well.
Jones and Folsom. Jones takes it himself. He gets around the outside. Jones has got some space. He's got some speed. Makes a man miss. Jones is going down the way down to the 20, to the 10,
Goodbye.
to the 5, to the house. Nate Jones gets the Indians right back in this ball game. The Ohatchee Indians strike again with a Team 1 Chevrolet touchdown by Nate Jones.
And Jones is a workhorse. He finds the holes and he takes off. And when he gets in space, don't even think about catching him, because you're going to be looking at the back of his jersey.
Nate Jones has led this Ohatchee Indians team. Look at that move right there.
Look at that
Great
stiff arm.
move. Great move by Nate Jones, and he has been a workhorse for the Indians. And if you blinked, you missed the Ohatchee Indians getting back in this ball game, because they are back in it.
Just like that. That's why I love football. Snap of the fingers, and we got a ball. Whoa.
And the Indians are going for 2, and I think they got it. After a bobble snap, I believe the Indians got it.
For a second, I didn't know exactly what had happened there. I thought an offensive lineman picked it up.
He did indeed get it.
Was that an offensive lineman?
26 to 22.
I thought
26 to 22, guys. We're going to throw it to a break. Don't turn the channel. The Ohatchee Indians are right back in this ball game. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back with more of your WEAC TV 24 Game of the Week presented by Southern States Bank.
At Southern States Bank, we pride ourselves on being your local bank. We're your neighbors and involved in the community. We're the bank featuring the Southern Rewards checking account, a cashback account with no ATM fees. We're on the cutting edge and always have a smiling face to help you out. Stop being just another number at the big bank and start being a neighbor at Southern States Bank. Let us be the bank for you and your business.
In the heart of your community, Coosa Valley Technologies brings you the future of high-speed internet. Having connection issues? Simply reach out to us, your neighbors, and experience exceptional customer service. Our local customer support experts guide you through the process with a personalized touch. Our skilled technicians install top-notch equipment for the most reliable connection. From community to your home, Coosa Valley Technologies, where local care meets global connectivity. Visit us online or call now to join the Coosa Valley Technologies family.
First Bank of Alabama is celebrating 175 years of excellence, excellence in banking. Since 1848, we've been growing our product and growing our banking services in East Central Alabama. You can find us making sure that we are bettering our community to the best of our ability. First Bank of Alabama is where you are first.
Member FDIC. Palto Solutions is a licensed and insured home builder located in Lincoln, Alabama. We specialize in roofing, sheetrock, painting, remodeling, and new home construction. Check us out on Facebook or call us for a free estimate. Or look us up on the web at paltosolutions.com.
Welcome back in, guys, to WBAC TV 24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank. Jackson, it's 26-22. We were just talking about the Glencoe Yellow Jackets' big lead, but like I told you, the Ohatchee Indians aren't going to let anybody come to the Creek Bank and beat up on them here at home.
Not at all. Like we were saying, it was 26-8, and just like that, snap of the fingers, it's 26-21.
26-22. Here's your score here, third quarter, 2 minutes and 21 seconds to go here. And if you're Coach Scott Martin and Glencoe Yellow Jackets, you got to get your offense back rolling.
You really do. I mean, so far, that first half was sensational for your offense. And so far, here in this second half, just not been able to get anything going.
Southern States Bank kickoff. The Indians will kick that right out of bounds. And that's going to be great field position for the Yellow Jackets. They're going to get their offense back rolling. It needs to be right now.
Very good field position, and this right here, they had really good field position last time as well. Just really couldn't capitalize off of it. Got stopped on fourth down, which set up the one play Ohatchee touchdown as well.
Coach Scott Martin is not happy on the sidelines from what it looks like.
Not at all.
As here we go, Brady Kitchens is stepping back on the field. Aaron Mann's going to be in the backfield with him once again. We're going to see if this Glencoe offense can get fired back up and get rolling.
And also very interesting, we've not seen Seth Jean back there playing running back.
Now, we have not seen him at all, but he's been making an impact on the defensive side of the ball, playing some corner, playing some linebacker for the Yellow Jackets.
He really has been. I think that, I mean, keep your guys fresh as well. I think that was one of the main keys coming into this ball game as well.
So 2 minutes and 21 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Here we go, 26-22. The Yellow Jackets, they've got the ball. They hand it off to Aaron Mann. Spin move, and he is busted up right at the line of scrimmage. Good hit there for the Indians.
A very, very
and
good
that is
hit.
Nate Jones.
I was going to say, Nate Jones doing just about everything he can for this Indians team. And he is limping, and that is not good, especially if you're a Ohatchee Indian.
And Nate Jones has been the workhorse in the second half. In the third quarter alone, he's been the workhorse. And he looks like he is getting, it looks like he's getting worn down after that big hit there on Mann. Here's Kitchens, second down and long. Kitchens gives it back off to Mann. Mann is going nowhere there too. There's another hit, and Nate Jones is another guy back there on the play again.
And that was a sledgehammer that just came through the middle of that line, and just a beautiful hit right there.
Yeah, and Nate Jones is the man there too. Nate Jones is doing everything for the Indians at this linebacker position here on this drive.
I mean, just doing really everything. And the thing about it is, though, I think that if you're head coach Chris Finley, you might think about taking him out here.
I don't know if you can take out the guy who's made two of the biggest plays on defense tonight. Kitchens looks to throw it, fires it across. That is caught by Jaden Patton.
The thing about it is, like you were saying, I don't know if you take him out, but he's clearly struggling with something, and he's been your spark on offense as well. And I mean, he's clearly worn down by something, but I think you would rather have him on offense than have him on defense. But I mean, that's just my opinion as well. I'm not a head coach, never had any coaching experience, but.
So fourth down and about 2 yards to go. This is huge for both teams right here.
Watch out for the Kitchens rollout right here. He gets the opportunity to either throw it or he can throw it, pass it as well.
As here we go, it's going to be a give to Mann. Mann is going to leap over a defender.
And it's going to be very, very close.
He's still on his feet. That play should have been blown dead.
He might have got it right there.
I think he got it, but that play should have been blown dead for forward progress. I think he got it.
Well, if he didn't get it, he definitely got it on the second effort. I don't know how he got out of there is my question.
Noah Robertson was the first man to meet him.
He's still on his feet. He's still on his feet.
I had no idea how he stayed on his feet through that whole process. And barrel rolls there at the end of the play. Yeah, that indeed is going to be a first down, Glencoe. And they're going to take this into the fourth quarter. Hold your fours up, ladies and gentlemen, because we've got us a ball game going into the fourth quarter. The Glencoe Yellow Jackets hold a 26-22 lead over the Ohatchee Indians. Can they hold it? We'll be back in just a moment. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have more with your WEAC TV 24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank.
The Coosa Valley, on the banks of the Coosa River in Gadsden, Alabama. Fishing, boating, and paddling, and home to Team One Chevrolet. Team One Chevy has been serving generations for years. Even the grandkids are grown. Come by and see why so many people come back to Team One Chevy in Gadsden.
Home of the best people, the best service, period.
Hey, it's Kristen with RMC, and I'm here to tell you about the RMC Foundation event. Next Thursday, we're having Pink or Treat from 4 to 6 p.m. We'll have food trucks, games, candy, fun for the whole family, but most importantly, breast cancer education and awareness. We'll be giving away 50 free mammograms. So put on your best pink, bring your family, and come ready for a night of fun. Hope to see you there. Thanks.
Hello, I'm John Garlick, and I'm running for probate judge here in Calhoun County, and I'm asking for your vote. From accounting and finance to law enforcement and mental health, my education, training, and experience make me uniquely qualified to be your probate judge. Now, I've sworn an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the great state of Alabama, and I look forward to taking that oath again as your next probate judge. I'm John Garlick, and I'm asking for your vote.
When I was a child, my parents couldn't afford braces. My grandparents paid for them, and it changed my life. It's why I'm an orthodontist today. Hi, I'm Dr. John Phillips, and at PT Orthodontics, we want to make braces and Invisalign easy and affordable for everyone. That's why we offer no down payment and affordable monthly payments to give you the smile you'd like to have. And with offices in Oxford and Gadsden, we're neighborhood orthodontics. Give us a call.
Welcome back in, guys, to your WEAC TV 24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank. Jackson, I wish these guys could go on for 12 more quarters, but we only got one more here to play tonight. And it's 26-22 with 12 minutes to go in the fourth.
A very, very close game.
As Kitchens fires it out, that screen pass. This has worked all night long, and it's a good one there for the Glencoe Yellow Jackets. The first time we've seen that screen pass for the Yellow Jackets.
And most of those screen passes went to Patton as well, but that was not to Patton.
And that was to number 29, Connor Montgomery, as he was able to make something happen out of nothing there, really, because he was in the backfield. So great play there for the Glencoe Yellow Jackets.
A very, very good play right there. And that's going to open up the run game as well, like we've been saying all night.
Kitchens. He's got man in the backfield again. Kitchens. He's going to give it off to Man. Man bounces off the tackle. And I tell you what, Man runs hard. Him and Nate Jones are two of the hardest runners we've covered this year, and they both look fantastic tonight.
And Man, he's not the biggest guy whatsoever, but he runs extremely, extremely hard and extremely, extremely fast as well.
Kitchens and Man has been the duo really all night. As we're going to see if Kitchens can find a way to get the Indians back in the end zone.
And if you're head coach Scott Martin here, you're trying to run as much time off the clock as well, but also trying to get your team in the end zone.
So here's Kitchens. He gives it off to Man. Man is going to try to power his way up the middle there. And good run there for Man. He was still on his feet there at the end of that play. Forward progress stops him. It's going to be a good run on first down for Man.
Very, very good run. I mean, you can deal with 4 or 5 yards every play, and that is huge.
You know what that equals, though?
8.
4 or 5 yards a carry gets you a first down. 4 yards in a cloud of dust, indeed, as Glencoe has still got the ball. Kitchens, he's looking to throw it. He's going to move out of the pocket. He's going to take it himself. Kitchens going to dive down there. Good pocket presence there from Brady Kitchens.
Oh, he's
down on the field.
Oh no, if you're Glencoe, this is not what you need.
I think he's fine. It's just a cramp. You've seen him flail his arms
Yeah.
up there. City of Chaos red zone for the Glencoe Yellow Jackets, but you've seen him throw his arms up like, I'm fine. It's just a cramp.
And he's been the absolute workhorse. I mean, he's having possibly the game of his life here tonight. And he's just so good with his pocket presence and his awareness out of the pocket. The pocket closes right there, and he just finds the hole and just kind of slides out of it. Yeah, it's
So
definitely,
Kitchens has definitely got cramps. So he may come off for a play or two, and we may see Man take a lot of the carries here with Kitchens out of the game.
I mean, you really would see that. I mean, because Man's been running, like you said, with his head on fire, doing everything he can. And so far, he's basically just torched this Ohatchee defense so far. But we'll see if Kitchens comes back in the game. Also, we're going to see who's the quarterback now with Kitchens out.
It looked like number 2, Braylon Smith, was the guy to first meet Kitchens. So I'm wondering if he's going to be the guy to come in and take over the quarterback position until Kitchens can come back. And I think that is exactly who it's going to be. Braylon Smith is going to be the man to line up at quarterback here for the Yellow Jackets.
And here we go. He's finna take a snap. And oh man, he is buried.
Buried
he
in the
is
backfield.
buried.
And his first play at quarterback, Braylon Smith.
Tristan Kaiser just buried him 6 feet under the ground right there in the backfield.
Tristan Cocker has been the guy that we have talked about on this Ohatchee defensive front, and he is all over the place with a club on his hand, indeed. Look at that, club on his hand. He is the definition of a defensive lineman who is ready to play some football, and he just made one of the best plays of this ball game.
And all his teammates are hyping him up, and why wouldn't they? I mean, he's been playing phenomenal here.
Smith still in the game at quarterback. Smith, he's looking to throw it. He's going to fire it up to the end zone. It's going to be underthrown and dropped.
He had him open.
Jaden Patton had it in his hands, and he dropped it.
And it's going to be very interesting to see if Kitchens comes back out there, because I tell you what, Kitchens, he was the heart and soul of this Glencoe offense so far. And it's just going to be very interesting to see if he comes back out.
Colby Hester was in coverage, and he had really good coverage. Just Patton was able to turn back around and come after that football. So big key play right here for the Yellow Jackets.
I mean, this is huge right here. It's 3rd and 14, 3rd and very, very long. And
they're going to come off the field, call a timeout. They may be trying to get Kitchens back onto this field.
I wouldn't doubt it, because, I mean, think about him is he's a threat with his legs. And I'm not saying that Braylon Smith is not a threat with his legs, but it just feels like Kitchen back there is a lot bigger of a threat than Braylon Smith, who's the backup who comes in while Kitchens is down.
And Braylon Smith has been one of the best receivers on this Glencoe team. So this takes one of the big receivers out of the Glencoe offense. You move him to quarterback, and then so technically you're losing 2 to 3 guys in one guy, really. So now if you're Ohatchee, this is a stop that you have got to have. 3rd down and 14. Ohatchee right here has just got to hold them to under half. They do not need to let Glencoe get half the yards back. They do not.
And it looks like that Kitchens is in fact back in the football game.
Kitchens is coming in. Smith going to get his receiver gloves. This is a big play. 3rd down and 14 for the Yellow Jackets.
It's always good to see a guy come back in the football game after going down. You never want to see a guy going down.
Grabbed him a pack of mustard and sent him back out there.
Yeah.
So Man's going to be in the backfield. Kitchens back in the ball game. Braylon Smith is back out at receiver.
And you got to watch for that same rollout that he's been doing all night. And that's one of the main things, if you're the Ohatchee Indians defense, you got to look out for.
Kitchens, he's looking to throw it. He's going to look to fire it to the back of the end zone. He's got a man, and it's almost intercepted. There, that pass was deflected by Briley Carter, who was covering Montgomery on the play, and Kitchens overshot his man there. That's one of the first mistakes we've seen him make.
But that is a long pass right there. And he had a guy open. He just threw it a little bit too long.
So 4th down and very long for the Yellow Jackets, and they're going to go for this.
I mean, I kind of like the call as well. But this tells me one thing is that you might trust your kicker, but you may not trust him from this range.
So here we go. Kitchens, 4th down and long. Kitchens is going to keep it himself. He is going to roll to the outside. Does he have enough to get it?
He does. I think he did.
And he's going to be short.
Oh, I think it's going to be close. I think he might have got it.
I think he's going to be short.
It's going to be close.
Let's look at it again. As you know, it was 4th down and 14. And we're going to see the chains. There's the chains.
I think he got it.
4th down and 14. He was about 7 yards short.
Something like that.
Yeah, so this is going to be a play for the Ohatchee Indian offense as they're coming back out on the field with 8 minutes and 43 seconds to go to try to take the lead in this ball game. So here we go, Folsom and Jones in the backfield. The duo we've seen the whole second half. 1st down and 10, Jones, he's going to get gobbled up after a short game.
Oh, just a beautiful defensive play right there.
Glencoe all over Jones on that play, and they've really got to single in on Jones. Jones has been the key factor for the Indians so far tonight here in the second half. He's been a key factor in the first half too, but Glencoe's really got to shut him down here in the second half with 8:12 to go. Here's Folsom. He's going to give it to Jones. There's a lot of Yellow Jackets in the area. Jones breaks a tackle, and he's going to set him up to be at about 3rd down and about 4 yards to go for the Indians.
A very, very good defensive play right there by the Yellow Jackets. I think that was number 6, Seth Jenny. Like we've been saying, he was the fullback coming out, but really he's just been playing on defense here.
This right here is big because deep in their own territory, I don't see Finley going for this. So if Glencoe gets a stop, they could get the ball back with a chance to ice this game.
They really could, and they also could run a lot of time off this clock as well.
Here we go. This is a play that we haven't seen. It's going to be a timeout, Ohatchee.
Ohatchee's going to call a timeout there, and that was a play I haven't seen before.
I mean, you gotta try anything you can. I mean, so far, their bread and butter tonight has been about 2 or 3 plays. This jet sweep, the kind of pitch out, and just getting Jones in space. That's the 3 plays they've ran tonight.
As they said in the movie The Waterboy, you can't hold anything back in games like this. And this is where Coach Finley might pull out that green playbook. Another Waterboy reference there. He might have to pull out the green playbook.
He might have to, and you got to figure out something to move the sticks here as well.
So here we go. Glencoe heading back out on the field. 3rd down and about 4 yards to go. Big stop here if they get it.
This would be huge if they could get this here because, first of all, this just keeps expanding the drive more, and you can run. Well, really, you're not trying to run time off the clock. You're trying to score as quick as possible.
So here we go. This is a play I have not seen. It's going to be a direct snap to the outside. Goes Hester. Hester's got enough for that 1st down, and he's still going down the sidelines. Good run there for Hester.
And a very, very good hit right there as well out of bounds.
Here it is again, Hester. The blocking on the outside there by the Indians was superb, and Hester's got so much speed, it's hard to get that guy in space.
He really is. He is very, very fast, and that's a play they've liked all night in the Wildcat formation. He's back again.
Here we go. This is going to be a give-off. That is going to be Hester again. Hester breaks a tackle. He's going across the 50, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, and he's going to be ran out of bounds at about the 18-yard line.
And that is a beautiful play call. I love this Wildcat formation. It has worked all night for him on multiple huge runs. And Hester just a very, very physical and a very fast back when he gets out in space as well.
City of Chaos red zone goes the Ohatchee Indians.
And this is exactly what you need is your head coach, Chris Finley.
Great play there by Montgomery to chase him down and knock him out of bounds there for the Yellow Jackets as well. And there you see Noah Robertson is in the game out at receiver.
But they're going right back to the Wildcat formation.
That's going to be a timeout, Glencoe.
I think that was a good timeout to use because the thing about it was so far this Ohatchee offensive drive has just been rolling.
As Folsom was going to be your quarterback, Robertson was going to line up to the outside, and Finley's probably going to run this again.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, the run's been working all night. I don't even know how many exact number of passes they've thrown, but I know that it's not many at all.
During this timeout, a few little score tidbits and updates. 28-28, fourth quarter, Mumford and White Plains, big game there. Tallahassee Sylacauga. Sylacauga takes the lead in the fourth quarter, 31-28. That's huge for the Sylacauga Aggies. Piedmont Geraldine, 35-27. Sylvania takes the lead over Hopes Bluff, 28-21. And we're going to work our way back down to the Creek Bank as the Ohatchee Indians are driving, trying to get end zone to take the lead here. Robertson's lined up to the far. And there's going to be a direct give to Jones. Jones, he's still on his feet, and he goes down. Has a good run there by Nate Jones, going to keep this drive going for the Indians.
A very good run out there by Nate Jones, and it feels like every time he gets the ball in his hand, it just feels like we're waiting to see his jersey just reappear from the pile.
Second down and 4 yards to go. Nate Jones. He's going to run it again. Nate Jones. Jones, he's going to run into a few Yellow Jackets there. So he's probably going to bring up third down and about 2 yards to go for the Indians.
And so far, that is the first time that I've seen Glencoe really just shut that Wildcat down.
Coach Chris Finley's got to be ecstatic about how his offense has handled this drive here. When adversity strikes, this is when you find out what your team's made of.
And this is like you were saying, this is exactly when you find out what your team is made of. You're down 26-8 at halftime. Your team battles back. That now they're in the red zone, close to the goal line. 26-22 with 7 minutes left, and this is where winners and champions are made at.
Winners and champions are made down here in the red zone. Who's going to prevail here? It's going to be a give. That's going to Hester. Hester is going to be a touchdown, Indians. Hester gets in the end zone for the Ohatchee Indians, and the Ohatchee Indians take the lead for the first time tonight.
I'll tell you what, it's that first lead tonight, but it is exactly at the right time where you need to take the lead. 6 minutes left in the fourth. You've struggled all night, but in this second half, they've really put on the pace and put it on them. And like we were saying, though, at the start of this game, a lot of these guys are playing both ways, and it might come down to who was conditioned the best. And so far, Ohatchee's just played the best half of football they have in this half.
Well, it's definitely possible. We've seen it earlier in the year with Raglan. Very small team, very well conditioned. Here we go. This is going to be a give to Jones for the 2-point conversion. Jones spins off a man. Jones is going to be very close to that.
He might have got it in.
I see the referee shaking his head. No, he did not get it.
But that's huge right there, not getting that, because now it's 26-28, and even if you're not that confident in your kicker, if you get down close enough to about maybe 20, you can take the lead with a kick.
26-28, the Ohatchee Indians take the lead for the first time here tonight with 6:48 to go here in the fourth quarter. What a drive and what a second half put on by the Indians.
Really have. I mean, they've really woke up in the second half. They just struggled in that first half. Just really couldn't get anything going. But now in the second half, they've woken up and just put it on Glencoe.
So here we go. The Ohatchee Indians are getting ready to kick the ball back to Glencoe. Glencoe has got to find a way to get their offense back moving in the right direction once again like they was in the first half.
And it's not like they've really not had it moving. They had it moving, but every time they get fourth down, they just ended up getting stopped. And that has been just the main component of the Indians getting back into this football game.
And this has been the tale of two halves. Really and truthfully, Jackson, tale of two halves. First half Glencoe, second half Ohatchee. And normally a lot of the times the second half wins unless the first half is immaculate. So here we go, it's going to be a direct kick to the Yellow Jackets. And this is going to be a pretty good return there by Glencoe. They're going to get the ball up to about the 39-yard line.
And that's a very good return. You give Kitchens pretty decent field position right there. And let's see what Kitchens can do right here on this drive.
Really anxious to see what Coach Scott Martin's game plan is here on this drive. Does he run it and run the ball a little bit? Does he try to just get down there and get a score? Don't want to give the ball back to Ohatchee with time on the clock. I mean, there's 6:41, and you can definitely run off 6 minutes and 41 seconds here.
Oh, you could easily run off 6 minutes and 41 seconds here. We've seen it on all these drives, basically. This game has flown by just because there's really not been that many possessions in this football game. But this game has just went by so fast.
So here we go. There's going to be a timeout on the field, I believe. There's a pretty good return there by Glencoe. You get some really good field position for their offense who desperately needs it right now.
Oh! He just... Yeah, tell you what, that was some, like you were saying, that was very extracurricular activity right there. And I'll tell you what, number 19, Zane Calhoun, just hit him with a Tyson right hand off the bottom right there.
28-26. This has really turned into a really, really good ball game.
It really has. I mean, just at halftime, you're thinking, well, no, let's see if Ohatchee can respond because they've really just not been able to in the first half. But really, they've responded in a way that we couldn't have imagined. I mean, they've held Glencoe to 0 points here in the second half.
Coach Martin's been in these situations before, but the question is, can he overcome this one? Former school back at the Creek Bank had a 26-8 lead at the start of the second half, and that lead has fizzled out
over time between the third and the fourth quarter. Now the Ohatchee Indians lead 28-26. Here we go, Kitchens, he's looking to throw it. Fires a strike, and it is caught. Great passing catch there to Montgomery.
And I'll tell you what, Kitchens has a very, very good arm on him as well. I mean, he puts this ball perfectly in his receiver's hands. A beautiful spiral, and that you just cannot throw a better pass than that.
You can't. Montgomery doing a very good job of diving and make that catch. First down, Glencoe. Kitchens. Another pass is picked off. It's picked off. That's Nate Jones. Nate Jones going down the sidelines. He's going to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Give them 6. The Ohatchee Indians with a ginormous pick 6.
And that is what you need if you're the Ohatchee Indians. This second half, they have dominated Glencoe. And that was really the first big mistake by Kitchens right there, throwing into double coverage. But that's really one of the only ones he's made here tonight. And I'll tell you what, Nate Jones has been the player of the second half. 2 rushing touchdowns, and he has put it on Glencoe, and he just got a pick 6 to put them up by 2 scores as well.
Nate Jones has been the guy. He's been the guy. Team 1 Chevrolet touchdown for the Indians.
I mean, that's huge right there.
I have no idea what's going on here.
And that's gonna put Ohatchee up 34-6 here with 6 minutes left.
34-6. 34-26, Jackson, my man.
My bad.
Has 6 minutes and 4 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. That is a tough turn of events for the Glencoe Yellow Jackets.
It really has been. They've played And really, they've played just a very, very good first half, and they just really just haven't been able to get anything going.
So now, what do you do if you're Glencoe?
Well, first of all, get the ball back, and you're just going to do everything you can to try to get this ball into the end zone. I mean, you got to get Kitchens back going. He's just not been able to get going in the second half, and that could be just because of, you know, just him being tired is the only thing I can think of.
Folsom with a spin move that did not work. He's going to be short of the line of gain. So 34-26.
And that is a amazing open field tackle right there by Montgomery. And a lot of guys are not going to be able to make that tackle. He tried the spin move, but just could not get it in for the 2-point conversion.
So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the rest of this ball game. Indians take the lead on your WEAC TV 24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank.
Hi, I'm Cameron Young with Minton Home Center. Minton Home Center has been in business for over 40 years. We are a true turnkey dealership. We can help you meet your needs from financing with zero down, selecting the right home for your family, and help with your land purchase. We have a full development crew that will complete all of your land preparation. We will make your home purchase experience fun and easy.
We are Caring Hands, providing quality in-home care. We help our patients with light housekeeping, planning meals, bathing, grooming. We offer companionship, reminders of medication, transportation, and errands. Please call us. Let our family take care of yours. Call Caring Hands at 256-281-3100.
Second Chance, serving Calhoun, Cleburne, Etowah, and Talladega counties. Second Chance provides safe shelter and supportive services for domestic and dating violence victims and offers educational outreach to residents of the communities served, empowering victims in their recovery and the public towards intervention in these crimes. If you or someone you know is in an abusive relationship, please have them call and see if we can help. Thank you.
Welcome back into your WEAC TV 24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank. The Ohatchee Indians, 34-26, have put on one of the best second half performances, Jackson, I've seen in a long time.
And they really have just done everything they can to get back into this football game. And now, with 6 minutes left, they're up by 2 scores. And I mean, they responded in an absolute huge way. It's just gonna be a little squib kick, and I think it just went off. It went off. I'm pretty sure it just went off of a Glencoe defender. I could be wrong there. I'd have to see the replay, and they're very lucky that they got on top of that ball as well.
So now the Glencoe Yellow Jackets avoid disaster, because if that ball would have been back to the Indians, they wouldn't have got the ball back, because the Indians can run that ball all the rest of this clock and probably start running it tomorrow, because they've been doing it all second half.
They really have been. I mean, everything they've been able to do in the second half has been nothing short of just amazing.
So it's still an 8-point ball game. It's a one possession game, as the Glencoe Yellow Jackets have a chance here. They got to score. Blocking is not there for Kitchens. He's getting sacked.
And he just gets brought down to the ground right there. And I'll tell you what, there's a new wide receiver checking in for Glencoe right there. That's number 13, Grant Smith.
That's the first time we've seen this Glencoe offensive line let Kitchens down.
And he was rolling out to the wrong side. I mean, just couldn't get it.
So now, Glencoe has got to find a way. It is second down and 2 miles to that first down marker. Kitchens, he's looking to throw it. He's going to drop back and he's going to fire it down the field. He's looking for his man, and it's incomplete. Looking for Jaden Patton, the big target for the Yellow Jackets.
And in reality, I've really not understood why they've not went back to the swing screen pass here in the second half as well.
I'm not really sure either, Jackson, because it really made their offense whole, I would say, because right now they've got the deep ball attack. They've got the run game. They just haven't been able to master that short passing game that they had in the first half.
Just not been able to get anything going here in the second half.
So now, 3rd down and a mile for Glencoe. It's going to be a screen pass out to Patton. Patton makes one man miss. He's going down the sidelines. Jake Patton is going down the sidelines. He stepped out. He stepped out of bounds. That was about to be the biggest play of the game for the Glencoe Yellow Jackets. Let's look at it one more time. Patton on that screen pass again. They have ran that play so many times tonight, and he made a man miss right there. I think that was it.
And that's just unfortunate right there.
That was about to make the Creek Bank get very, very silent, because that was a great play call there by Scott Martin. And get Patton in open space, and he made one guy miss, and that's all you need on a screen.
And Patton took off right there, and there was nobody going to bring him down.
4th down and short for Glencoe. Kitchens, he's looking to throw it. Kitchens is still on his feet. He avoids the sack. Kitchens is still looking to throw it. He fires it and overshoots his man. Turnover on downs for Glencoe.
And that very well could put this ball game away.
Great job avoiding the sack is Kitchens. Avoids it, and he's on the run. Looking for his man, and just couldn't get it to him. Just out of the reach.
Just a little bit too high right there for Grant Smith.
Out of the reach for the 9th grader Grant Smith, getting a little bit of playing time here tonight against Ohatchee. 4 minutes and 48 seconds to go. I guarantee you Coach Finley is about to just hand this football off a few times.
And just try to run this clock down as much as you can.
Jones, he's going to keep it himself, and I don't even know if he's going to even try to score a touchdown or anything. That looked like he was content with taking just a simple handoff.
And it'll be very interesting to see if Glencoe tries to take their timeouts here.
Still an 8-point ball game here as Glencoe, and that's going to be a timeout on the field. I believe that might be an official's timeout. I think it is.
So this is good right here for Glencoe. Helps them kind of regroup and get their groove back together.
And I can't help but think to go back to that play where Jaden Patton stepped out of bounds.
Just seriously unfortunate.
Really the story of the second half to me so far for Ohatchee has been really the play of their offense in the second half. It has been a complete 360 of what the first half looked like.
I mean, you're telling the truth right there. It's just been a crazy, crazy second half for Ohatchee.
And that's going to be a handoff. That's going to Hester. Hester's going to bounce it out. He's going to make one man miss. He's going to get a good gain there on 2nd down.
A very good gain right there, and that's that run. When you get Hester out in space, that is huge.
Another story would be Will Folsom coming in the game at quarterback for Jake Robertson, and Jake Robertson played the whole first half.
And really, though, in reality, they have outscored Glencoe in this half 26-0, and which is ironic because that's how many points that Glencoe has that they had in the first half as well.
This is going to be another give. That's going to Hester. Hester stiff-arms man and go ahead and put 6 on the board for Ohatchee again. They're running away with this with 3 minutes to go. Touchdown Indians. Team 1 Chevrolet touchdown. The Ohatchee Indians have pulled away big here in the second half.
And Hester, I mean, just when you get him out in space, he's a killer when you get him out in space. He's very fast, very physical. He breaks a ton of tackles. And I tell you what, I guarantee he's very tired right now.
Indeed, you're correct. He has been really the workhorse this whole game. If I had to pick a player of the game for Ohatchee, Hester would probably be the guy because he has been a Swiss Army knife. He's been all over the field, defense, offense, special teams. He's done it all.
It'd be very close between him and Nate Jones. And, I mean, this Ohatchee team has just really put it on Glencoe in this second half.
There's Hester again. Did he get the two-point conversion? He did. 42-26. The script has been flipped here in the second half.
It really has been, and it's beginning to look like just that Glencoe, they're trying their absolute best to get back in this football game, but it's beginning to look less and less as this game starts to go on.
42-26, 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter as the Ohatchee Indians have put together one of the best second half performances I've seen in high school football.
Really have. I mean, just been a dominant team here in the second half.
So if you're Coach Scott Martin, I'm going to be honest, I don't believe this game. I believe this game might be over.
Yeah, I mean, it's not over till it's over. There's still 3 minutes left. Anything can happen in football, but it's really just Glencoe's not really been able to get anything going here in this second half.
And they're chopping at the creek bank tonight as the Ohatchee Indians, by the way it's looking, are going to take the win home tonight and keep their playoff hopes alive, as that Piedmont-Geraldine matchup is a huge, huge matchup, as that's going to be a little squib kick, looks like, for Ohatchee, and Glencoe's going to fall on it.
And with 2 minutes and 57 seconds left in this ball game, if you want to get back in this game, Glencoe, you have to score now. You have to score right here and right now.
So Geraldine has took a big lead over Piedmont. Geraldine has took a big lead over Piedmont in the fourth quarter, so this is going to set Ohatchee up to make the playoffs with a win here tonight.
That's huge.
That's big for Coach Chris Finley. And it's going to be a quick pitch out to Mann. Mann's going nowhere.
Just really been able to contain him here in the second half.
As Mann has really been a workhorse for Glencoe tonight, as he's had a very big game.
And that's just a very good tackle right there by number 24, Troy Gaunt.
Second down 9 for the Yellow Jackets.
So
Ball spotted at the 43-yard line.
Glencoe Yellow Jackets have got to take this and put it in their back pocket. They've still got another game left. I know the playoffs are not in reach, but they played really good tonight in the first half. And this is going to be out of the pocket there, and he's going to be sacked on that play once again.
It makes me want to say, did this Glencoe offensive line just get tired here in the second half? Because in the first half, I mean, Kitchens had time to eat a donut, and he has no time here in the second half.
Kiker was the man who made that sack. And there was a penalty flag on the play. I'm not sure what the penalty flag was for. Oh, they're offsetting penalties. So offsetting penalties is going to be nothing there. So 2 minutes and 7 seconds still to go in this ball game.
I mean, just at this point, Glencoe's just trying their best to get something going.
Like I said, Glencoe's got another ball game left, and they've really, I think they've turned a corner here tonight with Coach Scott Martin. They've got a very, very young team. A lot of ninth graders, a lot of juniors. They're very junior heavy, but they've got a lot of ninth graders and a lot of 10th graders as well. So they've got a lot of guys who's going to be leaders when they come to be seniors at Glencoe. So,
and I mean, you're 100% correct. There's not a lot of seniors on this Glencoe team.
So second down and long for the Yellow Jackets. And it's going to be a screen pass out to Patton. Patton's going to have some space. That play has worked every time except for one time. Patton with a great play. Patton is still going down the sidelines. What a play there for Jaden Patton.
I'll tell you what, Jaden Patton is a star for this Glencoe offense and defense.
And I'll tell you what, the Glencoe Yellow Jackets may make me eat my words here. An onside kick makes this a different ballgame if they get a touchdown here.
And that's huge. I tell you what, Patton is a very good wide receiver. He just meets, he's got the build, he's got the speed, he's got the hands, he's just got the shiftiness to it. He's just a complete wide receiver.
And we're talking on the field, the officials. And we're going to see what the call is on the field. If this is on Glencoe, this is back breaking.
Oh, this is a stab to the heart.
I think it is. I think this is on
coming
Glencoe.
back. It's coming back.
That is tough. We're going to see.
Well, they're walking
I think they
forward.
waved it on. Wait, nope, there it is. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Glencoe. First down.
But that's still going to keep a lot of their field position
Yes,
as
it
well.
will.
That's a lot better than a holding penalty.
So here we go. Minute 46 seconds to go. The Glencoe Yellow Jackets are trying to keep this game afloat here at the Creek Bank tonight.
I mean, if they want to get in this, they got to score, and they got to score right now. If not on this play, the next 2 or 3 plays.
A minute and 46 seconds to go. Glencoe and Coach Scott Martin in his return to the Creek Bank trying to get a big win tonight against Ohatchee. Kitchens, he's looking to throw it, and it's intercepted at the goal line. The Ohatchee Indians have just sealed the deal here tonight with an interception on Brady Kitchens.
And I mean, Colby Hester, what can you say?
Like I said, player of the game. Guy's been all over the field.
I mean,
he's immaculate.
This is a crazy statistic right here. You got 2 guys on Ohatchee. Both of them have touchdowns and interceptions. Nate Jones having 2 rushing touchdowns and a pick 6. And Colby Hester having 2 touchdowns and I think 2 or 3 interceptions, if I'm not mistaken.
Also, you got to count the receptions that Hester's had himself. I mean, the guy's a Swiss Army knife, dude.
He also has punts and kicks.
So that's going to seal it there. The Ohatchee Indians will not be denied here tonight at the Creek Bank.
And, I mean, they have put a mauling here on Glencoe in this second half. Well, they got to get out of the end zone here.
Yeah, they do have to get that. The ball snapped, the ball's fumbled, and he barely gets out of the end zone. He barely gets out of the end zone. Forward progress saved him. That was very, very close there. As Folsom fumbled the snap. And that could have been really, really bad for Ohatchee.
You ever watch a football game and you just get scared when you see a play start to develop? I just about got scared right there. Because if that ball would have been dropped, you might be looking at 6 for Glencoe.
Folsom, he's going to give it to Jones. Jones goes up the middle, and he stops there too. And about 54 seconds to go.
And this,
3rd down.
Yeah, this may run the clock out as well.
It's a 2-score game.
I don't think Coach Scott Martin's going to call his timeout here. And this clock's just continuing to run.
Continuing to drain down. As it's going to be another give to Jones, and Jones is just going to fall down.
And I think that might do it here from the Creek Bank.
4th down, and that is indeed going to do it. The Ohatchee Indians are 12 seconds away from winning this football game, and Geraldine is beating Piedmont at the moment. The Ohatchee Indians' playoff hopes are looking better and better every single week.
And a huge bounce back.
And there it is. Chris Finley with a big win over Scott Martin and Scott Martin's return back to the Creek Bank. And what a ball game we had tonight, James Jackson. What a ball game we had tonight here at Jackson. We've seen two teams, a tale of the first and the first half and the second half. And the Ohatchee Indians prevail in the end.
They really have been. I mean, that's just a very, very good football game right there. It's 26-8 Glencoe at halftime. And I tell you what, Ohatchee responded a huge way.
It was one of the best second half performances I've seen in high school football. And the Ohatchee Indians just done it right there.
And like you said, though, this keeps their playoff hopes alive.
So we're going to send it down to Shasta. She's got an interview with head coach Chris Finley of the Ohatchee Indians.
Hey guys, I'm here with Coach Finley. How are you feeling right now?
Good. I thought we responded in the second half. We had a really bad first half, but this is the first I think this year that I've seen us really respond coming out of halftime with a deficit.
You guys absolutely did. You were a different team in the second half, and I want to tell you, Kobe Hester, number 14, 2 interceptions, 2 touchdowns. Nate Jones, number 2, touchdown. One wasn't enough for him. He had to have another one plus pick 6, run back for another one, and then 2-point conversions, quarterback sack from the other by your defense. You guys did it all.
Right. I'm proud of our guys for the way they responded in the second half. We can't play like we did in the first half again. That team has to be gone. The team that played in the second half has to be here to stay.
And any update on, I think, was it another player that was out that'll be back hopefully in the next week or two?
We're hoping to get Jesse Baswell. That's he does a whole lot for us. He's our linebacker. He plays tight end, running back, quarterback, punter. He does everything for us. We're hoping we can get him back. We'll see about next week, but it may still be a week or two before we can.
Well, congratulations on this win. Thanks for taking time to speak with us.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Have a great night. We're going to throw it back to you guys.
And that's exactly what they did. They responded in the second half is the definition of the Ohatchee Indians, is a response, and that's what they did in the second half.
They really have. I mean, they in a huge way. And it was really ran right there by number 2, Nate Jones, just coming out and just pounding the ball.
All right, guys, we got some highlights here before we leave y'all. We're going to take a look back at the game and see what all happened here in the second half. As you see, a big fumble there on a 2-point conversion there for the Glencoe Yellow Jackets. But there's a key player right there. Nate Jones had one of the best games of his life tonight.
He really did. I mean, he's very, very physical back. He's very fast. He's really good out in space.
And there's that touchdown right there. That was Ohatchee's first touchdown in the first half, and they didn't get another one in the first half. You wouldn't believe it if you were looking at the scorebooks, but that's how it is. And there he is. Kitchens was a baller in the first half, that the offense slowed down in the second half, and that's what slowed down the Glencoe Yellow Jackets.
I mean, Kitchens was cooking in the first half, and in the second half just couldn't get anything going.
There it is right there, another touchdown for Kitchens in the first half. Brady Kitchens was the MVP for the Glencoe Yellow Jackets tonight. They just couldn't come up with that big win late. Like I said, their offense struggled a lot in the second half. There was an interception there. Noah Robertson throws it out to Jaden Patton, and Jaden Patton had a big game himself.
He really did a huge game.
And here's a pass down the sidelines, a big interception for the Ohatchee Indians. Big interception.
And Hester with that, just a beautiful jump. He gets that ball. And Nate Jones, who is a bruiser for this Ohatchee Indians team.
Very good game there for Nate Jones and Hester. Hester was huge for this team, and I believe that he could be the player of the game for Ohatchee as well.
It's going to be very, very close. It's either going to be Hester or Jones, because just 2 huge players.
And here's another one right here, picked off. That's a pick 6 for Nate Jones. Nate Jones, we got to keep talking about this guy because he had done it all tonight for the Ohatchee Indians. Like you said, pick 6, 2 touchdowns on offense. Great play. And then there's another run. Hester, two-headed monster in the backfield. And thing is, they didn't have Jesse Baswell tonight.
It's going to be huge when he gets back as well. And this Ohatchee Indians team, they're scary right now, but when Baswell gets back, it's going to be even scarier.
Absolutely. You are 100% correct. So, guys, we want to thank you all for watching. 42-26 is your final score. Thank you all for tuning in. From Dawson Strickland, Jackson New, thank you for tuning in for the WEAC TV 24 Game of the Week presented by Southern States Bank. Y'all have a blessed night. God bless.